Nobody in football should be called a genius. A genius is a guy like Norman Edison, Joe Theismann. Hello and welcome back to the Mic Check Show. I'm your host, Michael Couchet. We have wrapped up week one, and I'd say I'm happy we're done talking and playing football again. Before we get into the two games at the AFL, let's talk about the two other teams that were on bye weeks. And the first one is the Airdrie Irish. Airdrie Irish took their unexpected bye week and had a live scrimmage, white versus green. I messaged Coach Ante, and this is what he had to say about the scrimmage. The scrimmage went really well. We had a lot of good things, and we have some things to clean up. I'm glad we got some physical contact in. Now we can focus this week on executing and moving into week 2 and 3 when we get to play the Bucks. I did talk to Coach Ante about the QB situation as well, and unfortunately he didn't have much to say. He says they're still evaluating the position. Boo. But the people want answers. But that's okay. We'll find out later on. And the second team, the Gators. They took their bye week and set up a game against the Okanagan Sun. And they won 11-9. I did predict it with Brad, but we won't count it towards my score. I messaged Kurt as well to find out what he thought of the game, and this is what he had to say. Game went well. The team is looking good. Suns are good as well coached. The D overall was lights out. The offense was missing quite a bit of starters, so mistakes were made. Yeah, that's great to hear. For that game, the offensive player of the game was Bryce Harper, our former offensive player of the year. And for defense, it was Brett Mercer, the talented DB, looking to make a big splash this year. And for special teams, we had Lyndon 70. Yeah, probably screwed that one up, but good job on him. Congrats on hitting that final field goal with time expiring. I am glad to hear that experience went really well, especially for both teams. Got some work in, got to see where they're at, and hopefully no one really got hurt. And hopefully we can have more games like this in the future. But we'll see. So, moving on. The AFL action. The Jets hosted the Wolfpack, and the Jets won 35-20. The win wasn't too surprising, but the score at half was definitely an eye-opener. It was 12-11 for the Pack. Yeah, no one saw that coming. And yeah, the penalties were a huge issue for the Jets. Like, it killed drives, actually kept drives going. It took a pick 6 off the board. And pretty much those penalties helped the Pack score at least 12 points to take the lead going into half. The Jets would get it back together in the second half, but it's definitely a bad way to start. And despite the loss, the Pack did play pretty well. Stellar performances from Omari Frazier, Alex M., Matt Bryant? Yeah, probably pronounced that again. And Yetzi Durand. Yeah, again, probably screwed it up. But yeah, I'd say overall good game. And now to our second one, which is complete opposite of the other one. That's the Bucks and the Cowboys. The Cowboys won 20-7. It was a brutal day for the offenses. Defense, the Cowboys defense scored 3 times. I think they picked them off like 10 times. No, not 10, 5 times. We picked them up 5 times. Pick six by Will. The Cowboys player of the game, along with Will, was Dom, Adam, and Logan. All those guys had huge performances. No idea what their last names are. Um, at the time of this recording, I did post it, so here we are. Like I said before, it was battle up the line of scrimmage was key to this game. The pressure definitely got to the Bucks QB. Made mistakes. He did throw one passing touchdown to Ruben. Not even going to attempt that last name, but congrats to Ruben. He did well despite the loss. Their other receiver, stellar performances. And I'll just say the Bucks definitely high up. The Bucks. They had some good players in that game too. 99 D tackle Dwight Campbell, 51 linebacker Jackson Jones, and 14 safety Adam Gooden, all making plays. I have to give a shout out to Adam Gooden. He's one hell of a player and an ex-teammate of mine. I honestly didn't know he was playing again, and I have to say the Bucks have one hell of a player on their hand. So I have to say I'm 2-0 with my picks. So let's see if I can keep this rolling. We have both games in Calgary, so we will start with the two winless teams. The Wolfpack are bringing the Bucks to the den. Both teams are looking to rebound after a tough loss. It's going to be strength versus strength and weakness versus weakness. But the Wolfpack's O versus the Bucks D. It's in this game, it all depends on weakness, which is clearly the Wolfpack's D versus the Bucks O. The Wolfpack did give up a ton of rushing yards, so we'll see if the Bucks can try and do the same in this game. And for the Bucks, there's just way too many turnovers, so we'll see which one breaks in this game. I say it'll all depend on which side has improved the most during this week. And if I'm a betting man, which I kind of am, I'm going with the Wolfpack. And another thing to say about this game is peekaboo, get the ball rolling. Get the ball rolling. Peekaboo, it's an air attack from Lisa Gang. Peekaboo, get the show on the road. Let's start the game. Okay, I'm sorry about that. That was quite awful. Jeez. Okay, so we're moving on to our game of the week, which is an AFL finals rematch. It might happen again this year too, but that's in the future. The Gators will be coming out swinging in this matchup, and for one reason: their subpar performance in BC, mainly the offense. It may have been an exhibition game, but the Gators don't like making simple mistakes. And myself knowing the Gators, they're going to be focused. The Gators will have their starting lineup focused, and I think they'll be ready to roll. The Gators D are looking scary this year. We haven't seen it yet, but from what I've been hearing, I think it's better than last year, so it should be interesting. And the Jets are coming to this with one win on their belt. You know, it wasn't a dominating fashion. They still have momentum. The Jets have to keep their discipline in this game to stay alive, I think. Like, it's two talented teams. Clearly, one's more disciplined than the other. So we'll see if the Jets clean that up, because you can't be making those costly mistakes, like, especially against the Gators. And I think the Gators will take this game as well, third time in a row, especially at home. Gators don't lose at home. And another thing I have to say about this game is all I ever wanted was to smash mouth football. Not being rational. Give them what they asked for. Yeah, that was bad too. Not bad. Anyways, the game will be at Shouldice. Kickoff is at 5 p.m. Hope you all guys make it there. And time for my power ranking. And only real one switch up here. Cowboys switching with the Pack. The Pack did have a tougher matchup, but how can I put an 0-1 team ahead of a 1-0 team? Doesn't make much sense. Like, yeah, the Pack did have a tougher challenge, but you gotta win your games. So we'll see what happens this week. See any movement from it, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you all for watching and listening. I will be doing some filming at the Gators game, so if you see me, come say hi. I don't bite. Anyway, maybe I can put you on the Mike Check show. A couple clips here and there. It'll be fun. Anyways, AFL is in Calgary this week, I mean. Hope you all enjoy watching some football. We got the CFL starting as well. Actually, I think on Saturday we have the Stamps playing, so Stamps, Gators, Wolfpack, all around the same time. So hey, if you can't make it to the Stamps game, you got some AFL action. So leave your predictions down below. See if you get it right just like me. And I hope you all have a great weekend. Mike Check. Checking out.